We frequently come across individuals who are pure narcissists. They believe they are superior to others and attempt to use their position of authority to take advantage of others. Even worse, we occasionally meet partners who have this kind of personality because they are so annoying. A self-absorbed individual must be dealt with in these circumstances in order for them to realize that their behavior is unacceptable and for their ego to be destroyed. Who is more knowledgeable than a Sigma male about how to crush the ego of women who believe they are superior to others when it comes to dealing with egoistic women in relationships? As a result, the subject of our discussion in today's video will be how Sigma males destroy a woman's ego. Now, I'm not referring to women who are compassionate and kind to everyone, including their partners, but in this video, we'll focus more on women who enjoy being toxic and controlling on purpose for their own egos. Because they never compromise their dignity, men who identify as Sigmas never find it acceptable when someone steps over the line and lowers their prestige. They are straightforward men who like to make it clear that they do not appreciate or tolerate disrespect. So if men in the Sigma group encounter a toxic partner who likes to control and exhibits self-centered traits, Sigma males do not tolerate such actions. Although not all women are like this, some of them are so self-centered that they refuse to see things from other people's perspectives. Unlike the majority of women who are kind and considerate, they believe that they are always in the right and that the rest of the world should agree with their opinions and beliefs. The most effective strategy for dealing with this kind of woman is chosen by Sigma males because it allows them to effectively crush her ego. Number 1. An unhealthy relationship is ended by Sigma males. No matter how hard we try, there are some relationships we just can't save. There may be times when a partner's lack of understanding causes a relationship to deteriorate, because they are not the type of people to like to end things without giving them a try. Sigma males do their best to save a relationship there. The type of woman that Sigma males prefer to be with is one who not only supports their efforts to succeed, but also contributes equally to the happiness and health of their union. However, there are times when fate is not on our side, and we find ourselves dealing with a narcissistic woman who refuses to play her part effectively and instead causes more harm by being obstinate in every dispute. As a result, there are disagreements and conflicts which make the relationship miserable. The fact that nothing can be changed in such circumstances, no matter how hard one tries, is something that Sigma males are well aware of, and that is why they decide to move on. When a woman realizes that Sigma males are not the kind of men who will put up with her dreadful behavior, it is enough to crush her ego. Instead of helping to make a relationship beautiful, she chooses to make it painful by acting narcissistically. She realizes she needs to change her destructive behaviors if she wants Sigma men to stay interested in her instead of moving on to better opportunities. Number 2. Women are immediately made aware of this by Sigma male. You will never see Sigma males chasing other women because they know that will not suit them. Instead, they only pursue women who fit their ideal profile. Sigma could, however, find himself in a toxic relationship with a narcissistic woman who values herself above all else and treats him poorly in the worst-case scenario. Sigma men in these situations make it clear to the woman that they will not put up with her mistreatment because they are strong, independent men who will never tolerate any kind of abuse. Sigma males make it clear to the women from the start that they seek women who love to support and are kind to their partner, as they seek a person that will be reliable over the long term. However, since that is not how they operate, they are not abusive themselves. Instead, they seek women who will be dependable over the long term. This gives the egoistic women the impression that they would not be able to exert their power over Sigma men because it is made abundantly clear by the men in the fraternity that they are not the kind of people who abuse it or like to be abused. Because a Sigma man never values the use of power, he would rather avoid relationships altogether by remaining single. Making things and expectations clear in advance enables any woman to understand that Sigma seeks a kind and supportive woman, which is sufficient to bring the narcissistic woman who believes all men chase her to her knees. Making things clear to people before they confuse you is a simple but effective rule that Sigma males adhere to. Number 3. All forms of control are disliked by Sigma men. Not all women have this tendency to dominate and manipulate men, but some do. Men can also exhibit this trait. It's not just a trait of women. However, because they do not uphold these morals, Sigma men are not the kind of individuals who enjoy abusing their position of authority by coercing and controlling women in relationships. Since Sigma men don't exert control over their partners, they don't value their women's control either. Because they are free and independent men who choose their own paths, even if others do not understand them, Sigma males dislike being told how to live their lives. The fact that Sigma males prefer to make their own decisions makes them loath to be in controlling relationships. This is not to say that Sigma males don't value advice. They do. What irritates them is when toxic women try to influence every action they want to take. Since they have a toxic tendency to insist that everyone agree with them and follow their agendas, some women like to use this to further their power by imposing it on their partners. Sigma males, however, are the dominant breeds and do not fall into this trap because they are hostile to any form of control, even if it comes from their partners. This rejection of authority gives the toxic women the impression that they cannot use their influence over Sigma to control the thoughts of the men in the Sigma fraternity by manipulating and dominating them, thus shattering their egos and expectations. Number 4. Men in the Sigma fraternity help their partners avoid harmful characteristics. Any relationship depends on good communication. The nature of Sigma males is to be very straightforward and honest with everyone, including women. This does not imply that they are unkind, but rather that they are truthful about the circumstances. For example, if a woman is behaving badly and toxically around a Sigma male, he will explain to her why he feels this way and why her behavior is not good for them in the long run. This is sufficient to alert a woman to the fact that men of the Sigma type prefer to express their feelings in a direct manner. Sigma males prefer to be the kind of partners who try to make the woman understand that she has to do her part to make a relationship work. And when they do this, they make it easy for the woman to decide that she is being toxic and hurtful, and this breaks her ego. However, sometimes one is just acting badly out of anger, and her ego even ignites her anger more. In such situations, one's behavior is just bad out of anger, and the person's ego even fuels it more. Men in the Sigma group are understanding and loving partners who enjoy having frank conversations with the women they are dating because they understand how crucial communication and problem-solving are to the success of any relationship. When a woman behaves strangely or oddly out of confusion or rage, Sigma males prefer to speak with her and be honest with her about how her actions are affecting the future of their relationship. This helps a woman realize this and, as a result, breaks her ego with love. These were the characteristics that men in the Sigma fraternity used to shatter the egos of their partners. These traits might give the impression that Sigma men are pompous, but that is not the case. These men are in a class by themselves. What do you guys make of these qualities? Comment below and let us know. Take care until the next time.